Winter, day 5. Warm by the fire, the smelling, rotten clothing now set aside, her stomach full, and her head on the mend. Hilma Baron, you continue to survive. Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Into our short survival series, we are here with our Migo camp survivor, Hilma Baron, nursing herself back to health. And we're getting there, slowly but surely we are getting there. We can see that we still have a poor quality bandage on our head, much better than the very poor quality. We should start to see some improvement over time. Sleep certainly does help with that though, but then just passing time does as well. We managed to sleep a little bit through the night last night, but today, first of all, I want to go ahead and make our way back towards the barn. There is a horse in there, and we might be able to get that horse on our side. At least that's a plan. Out the front here we have, well, a whole heap of frozen meat, and we managed to make a smoking rack in the last. Whether or not we'll ever get to use that, I suppose we'll see. Yes, for now, the cold is doing us a favor in that the meat isn't going to go off anytime soon. And that kind of goes for the sheep carcass that we discovered up in the field. There's actually a few of them around. We should probably try to bring them back today. At least that will be our plan. So before we go any further, let's get ourselves equipped. We are going to be taking out our quarterstaff. It's got a better chance to hit than the cudgel does. It does more damage in general. However, we ideally won't be hitting things with it today. No. Close the door behind us, the sunlight harsh on our eyes. We're just going to make our way over towards the other barn. Actually, plastic sheet. We might be able to use that for something eventually. I'll try and keep in mind that that is there. We are going through this way just to try and limit the amount of things that could see us down to the south. There's our cow, which we'll be sure to milk today. A damn good source of food. And that cattle fodder, we're going to go ahead and grab that in the hopes that we're going to be able to, well, maybe feed this horse. We really don't want to accidentally whack this horse over the head, so closer we get. Let's open that. Okay, and I want to try and see if we can just get it to move kind of in our direction. There we go. That's not bad. Okay, let's see. So cattle fodder, we're going to give it to the horse, and the horse seems to like us. There we go. So we have Splotch across the other side of the barn. What's your name going to be, eh? Let's say rename. We are going to call you Lumpy for all of these lumps that you're leaving all over the place. So, Lumpy, we can attach a bag to you, and as you can see, we are not skilled enough to ride without a saddle. I don't think that I've seen any saddles in here, which is unfortunate, and we don't actually know how to make a saddle at this stage. As to how we would get better at riding, that's a question. I'm not sure how we would. Yeah. For now, Lumpy, we do want you to stay in here, so we're just going to close that door on you for the time being. We can still see that boxer, huh? It's up in the north now. Ah, still hanging around. Got a lot of health. You're doing okay, aren't you? You sure are. Well, just don't come for our pig, please. Yeah, or for Splotch. Or for Lumpy, for that matter. No. I'd still like to try and see if we could feed it, but it is very skittish and hasn't been wanting to come close. We could also try to see if we can make a dog whistle. Yeah, no, not a chance. Yeah, didn't think so. So, that is a no for us for now, for that. Unfortunate as it is, and I believe we don't have the ability... Oh, our light's on, isn't it? It is. Oh, there we go. We don't have the ability to make any kind of saddle yet. We can make saddle bags, but that's about it. And that would take a full day for us to make this. So we're not going to be riding away on the horse anytime soon. Not yet, at least. Well, I think while we still have daylight, we should try and get some of those sheep in. Yeah, all that stuff is still frozen, which is fantastic, and it's going to remain that way for at least another few days. We have the standard Cataclysm 15-day cycle for seasons. Yep, it's the Cataclysm. Seasons are weird. But looking across here, where is our closest corpse? It's all the way up there, so that's a bit of a mission for us to go ahead and drag that along, but we should be able to do that without attracting too much attention. Let's see. We're definitely seeing a festering boar out in the field here, to the north, along with some of the other animals. Let's see if we can get away with hauling this back. Well, in the interest of us getting stuff done, I'm dragging this all the way on over here, so that we can do a little bit of work by the tree. We'll stop hauling, and, well, we're going to go ahead and butcher you, aren't we? It's going to take a full hour for us to get this done. We get to work, and by the end of it, we are hungry, and we actually managed to get everything from that. We managed to get some wool as well at the same time, and I guess the good thing to see, the corpse was actually frozen, so it wasn't going to go off anytime soon. It means that everything else is frozen here as well. So let's have a look and see what we want to leave behind. The refuse, we have no use for that, and the blood we can't drag, but everything else we will go ahead and bring back. Wool staple, let's just have a look at you. So it's a natural cluster of wool fibers that can be processed into felt patches or yarns. I mean, that's pretty good. Good for the long term, at the least. So let's go ahead and get this stuff dragged back home. Alright, so I've taken it on a little bit of a roundabout journey there, but leaving it outside, it should remain nice and frozen. So many bones, a lot of sinew, and we've got that wool now too. And that fat, oh boy, that fat, let me tell you. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and just leave those there for the time being. We are very hungry at this stage. We aren't thirsty yet. We could just go ahead and drink some beer. At the same time, I think we're going to go ahead and make some wonderful crackling here. Let's see how long it actually lasts for. It lasts for a full week, so we can probably survive off just crackling alone for a good long while. It's going to make us thirsty at the same time, which is okay because we can just drink beer to to wash it all down. So 16 lots of crackling. We're going to go ahead and put down the quarterstaff, leave it there, and we get to work. And we are done with 112 pieces of crackling there. It's a lot. It's a lot, and we're not actually seeing how much calories we're going to get from that as well, which is strange because we've seen calories in everything else so far. We know that we're going to get a fair bit of joy from this, and that it's not exactly great for our health, but at this stage, that doesn't matter. It's fine. It's totally fine. I am a little concerned, though, that there might be some kind of bug in that we aren't seeing calories on it. And that it isn't actually giving us calories 0. Why are we getting 0 calories from this? So we definitely shouldn't be eating this right now because it's just going to make us thirstier, and it's got no satiety as well. There is definitely a bug there. That's really unfortunate. Well, we're going to go ahead and drop them on the ground outside because they will get frozen eventually, and we might still be able to use them for something else. For the time being, though, we're just going to have to use regular cooked meat. Yeah. And we just run out of heat. We're very close, 78%. So we are going to need just a little bit of extra. Okay then, okay, well back into here for now. What do we want to try and take apart next? We do have another wardrobe here. Sure, let's deconstruct. That's done, and we actually did get some pipes out of that as well, I imagine from the railing that's in there. So we'll go ahead and place that just here for now, and then we'll shift out the things that we don't actually want to burn. Namely, the nails and the pipes. 20 planks, that's a damn good, decent amount. We'll go ahead and start a fire here. Oh, look at our head. We're getting there. It's gone to very poor again, so let's make sure that we use another boiled bandage. Make it just that little bit better. And we are going to go ahead and activate our craft so that we can finish it off. There we go, a whole heap of cooked meat. So we're going to go and start eating until we're satisfied. And then I think to deal with our thirst, we are going to pop down to the basement real quick. We'll keep the meat in hand. I'm feeling comfortable enough in this area now that I don't think we're going to get jumped. And we're just going to go and get nice and, drunk here. Okay, and we are engorged after that. Oh my god, our weight is normal. We did it. We did it. We got our weight to normal. Hilma, congratulations. This is a massive milestone for us. We don't have to keep eating like mad now. In actual fact, the best thing that we can do is probably just go to sleep. Allow our head to heal up a little bit more. Legionnaires, I think we're going to be going on a journey today. Yes, indeed, Hilma. Yes, indeed. To this radio tower, to the barn, and then down to Cornwall. What a journey that will be. Let's go ahead and... This meat will be good for a while. We're going to go and just put that back into our inventory for the time being. And we are going to sleep, just because it's been a while, we are going to sleep with our shotgun in hand. Yeah. Okay. Head, you are recovering. Fantastic. Into the bed we go. And Hilma, let's sleep. No alarms necessary. Okay, well, we wake up. It is 4:18 a.m. We did get a message saying that we need to eat more calorie-dense food. We are probably still on the edge of being, very hungry. Our mouth, our arms, and our legs are cold. Interesting. I mean, we would have been warm enough in that blanket, but out here, it's just a very, very cold day. I guess we're right in the middle of winter. Let's go and start a fire just to warm ourselves up, and of course we're going to go and apply a new bandage to our head, just because, it only heals for so long, it seems, these bandages. We probably want to try and make a little bit more before we go on our journey as well. So, first of all, starting off with the meat. It is cold, but we can eat it just fine. We'll eat until we're probably overly full. We could go have... You know what? Let's go for milk, in actual fact. Yeah, I want to try and do that. So, the water that we do have, I'm just going to go ahead and unload it into the bath for now. Pour into adjacent keg east. So we can actually store it in the bathtub now. Fantastic, and you can dispense from there. Perfect, lovely, it's not a waste. I was hoping that was going to be the case. So with that, we are going to go on over towards our cow. Shotgun in hand, just in case. Making our way down here. And let's see what Splotch has got for us this morning. It's early. Hey, Splotch. Oh no, Splotch, we need you to go back in there. Oh, Splotch, come on, follow me. I mean, that's the thing, is Splotch will follow us. And as you can see, we can't ride Splotch either. Right, okay, we're gonna go ahead and milk you. Pour that into our gallon jug, and I guess we could go for the canteen as well. Milk Splotch, pour into a container, canteen. Nice. Okay, Splotch, we do need you to stay inside here. So what we can do is we can actually push Splotch back. Sorry, for now, you just gotta stay in here. But we will release you when we leave. Don't you worry about that. Let's go cook this milk up. Just give it a little bit of a boil. Okay, so we've got that stashed away. Let's, we're getting no calories from the milk. That is bizarre. 0 calories. So, I have not updated the game the whole time I've been playing this. So it's so strange that is giving us 0 calories now. Weird. Absolutely weird. Well, screw it. It's still going to give us some quench, so we'll go ahead and drink it for now until we're slaked, and then we'll eat that till we're satisfied. Yeah, that's so strange. I mean, maybe it is, but we're just not seeing it. That's possible. Right, so we need to get ready to head out into the world. And I'm nervous about doing that. I think Hilma is nervous about doing that. I would love to be able to, ride along on our horse. But that seemingly isn't going to happen. not easily, not without a saddle, and I don't know how long or how far away we are from actually making a saddle, even just a basic one. And practicing riding, that ain't something we can do right now. I do wonder if it's something to do with our vehicle skill. No, it's probably a proficiency that we have to pick up somehow, because we do have 2 in vehicles, and yeah, as we can see, doesn't mention animals in there at all. So, we need to prepare ourselves then, decide what we want to bring with us, and believe me, we could rest here for longer, but our head is in a position now where I feel comfortable with us going out into the world. I mean, we'll see, because it is bloody cold out. Actually, it's not that bad. We're comfortable now. Regardless, we're going to have a look. I'm going to decide what I think is most valuable, and then we're going to hit the road. So what I'm actually going to do first is we're going to make a shoulder strap for our shotgun. It's going to be important because we can't fit it into our backpack. So let's see. We'll put that down for now, drop it on the ground. There we go. We've got our strap. So activating that, we're going to attach it to our shotgun. Yep, we're more than happy to do that. And now we can wear the shotgun, which is going to give us a little bit more torso encumbrance, but that's fine. We can run with that. Next up, we're going to go ahead and grab, I think we're probably going to take the spear with us. It's a difficult choice to make when it comes to the weapons. Comparing the 2 here, we do have a better chance to hit with the cudgel. The bash is pretty good. The moves per second, or rather the amount of time it takes to hit with the spear isn't as bad. In general, we're looking at a little bit more damage per second with the spear, and it has the ability to do reach attacks, which is kind of what we're wanting to look at here. We don't want to be close to something when we're fighting. And hey, we can cook with it as well. Multi-purpose, so I think we are going to take the spear as our weapon for now. I would like to make a knife spear, but we need to have a proper knife. We've only got a steak knife right now, which is okay when it comes to butchering and the rest, but this will have to do for now. And so this does mean we are going to be leaving some things behind. We're going to be leaving our carbine behind, our survival bow, which at this stage we really can't do much with the arrows. But yeah, there's a lot of seeds here. There's a lot of things that someone could use to survive. And more than likely, Hilma will be using those to survive long term, because honestly, I think this ranch is her best shot at long-term survival. But as far as the survival challenge goes, we first of all need to try and make it to that civilization. And then hell, we can return. Don't worry, we will. Having a look at our flashlight here, we have enough charge for this kind of a trip. We have some cooked meat with us. The cattle fodder, we probably don't need to take. Yeah, so we'll leave that behind. We've got some water, frozen. Yet again, that we can probably leave too. The last thing that I'm thinking about, bandages. Might be worth us trying to throw a few of them together before we leave here. And by that time, I think the sun will probably be rising, which is an advantage that we lose, but at the same time, seeing stuff from a distance, also valuable. So having a look at our bandages, if I want to make 6 of them, it's going to take no time at all for us to do that, so we shall. Put the spear down for now. We've got the makeshift ones. What about making it boiled? For that, we are going to need a little bit more water. Honestly, for now, they will stop bleeding, and that's kind of the main thing that we want. No, that's silly. We'll be responsible. We will be responsible. We're going to go get some water out of here. To do that, though, we are going to have to drop some milk, and yeah, we might be able to drop it into the loo. Let's see. Okay, so we'll take the stuff out of our canteen for now. We will go to the keg to the southeast. Hopefully it doesn't mix. We've got milk and water in here. Oh, it's frozen now. Of course. We can smash it. Oh, smash it with our backpack. I would rather we didn't. I'd rather we used something like the cudgel. One moment here. Actually, we'll use the quarterstaff. That'll be a better tool for the job. So, if we go out like that and just try and grab it, still wants to smash with our backpack. Is that because our backpack is our best bashing tool? Like, that's wild. Why would that be the case? I guess we could just drop the backpack for now so that we don't do that. Yeah, how's that? Let's see. We need a hammering tool. The backpack is the best hammering tool. Okay, we're taking the bandages as is. It's been decided. It might be a weird choice, but I want to take the pair of Heelys with us. Let's just have a look at our fur boots here. They are giving us 60 warmth, which is a lot. That's a lot of warmth. I wonder if we could get by with just the Heelys, because extra mobility would be fantastic. We're going to be sticking on roads for the most part, so that would be great. Let's go ahead and take off these boots for the time being. There we go, the boots are removed, and let's go put these Heelys on. So, we can see that our comfortable temperature is falling. Is it because of our feet? Indeed it is. Oh boy. The Heelys can work, but only for a time. You know what? I'm okay with that. We're going to go ahead and activate the Heelys so that they are considered to be on. We're going to activate the Heelys so that they are considered to be on, which should make us a lot faster when it comes to moving. And if we turn them off... Okay, yeah, so I think by us having 94, yeah, the smaller the number, the better. Okay, and I am just looking at this up here, which is how many, yeah, turns, how many, it's effectively like our movement speed. I think low is going to be better, surely. So, we are going to try that for now until it tells us that we are too cold, and then we'll just go ahead and swap back to the others. Extra mobility is going to be great. So we close the door, and now that I've said that, we're going to go ahead and just click them back off again, because we need to walk over towards the farm. We might not be coming back. Well, here's the thing. Hilma probably doesn't think that she is coming back, so she's going to want to open this up. Don't know if we want to let the pig free, just because, well, it could be a problem. Could be a problem. It's an aggressive pig, after all. But we want to go ahead and open that up for both of our animals. We'll turn off that light. We're going to make our way out towards the road. And we're going to pop those Heelys on. Are we ready for this? Well, first of all, let's go ahead and sheath this steak knife. Put that away. And then we're heading out there. Keeping a close eye on our feet, making sure that they don't get too cold. We're going to be heading south, down towards this radio tower first of all, keeping an eye out for any trouble along the way. And of course, if we start to run while we're on these, we're going to be a lot faster. Okay. Or maybe not. Man, honestly, I don't know about the Heelys. I mean, yes, we're a lot slower just walking now. Now, when we move horizontal, it takes us longer because it's more of a distance. At least that's what's being simulated. The Heelys are still activated, but it's like they're not. I think we're just going to go back to the bloody boots. I think they're probably more hassle than they're actually worth. So we'll go back to our fur boots. 180. Okay, so we are definitely slower, but we're not that much slower. They're not saving us that much time. Yeah, I mean, Heelys aren't like rollerblades, so I don't think they're going to give us that much. Oh, what have we here? Interesting. Just a line of pits. What is, okay. Oh no. Oh, this is a fault. Oh, Hilma. Okay. Across from us, in the darkness, we see a blank body. This is some form of unnatural changeling. Its appearance is a bland mockery of the human form. Featureless and pale, its repugnant countenance is all the more unsettling due to its lack of eyes and distinguishing features, except for a perfectly round mouth. Naked and trembling, it almost seems pitiful, but for the way that its unearthly presence makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up in nameless horror. We have a blank body, and we have a tear in reality. We get a little bit closer as we see the creature and this fault in the ground, this fissure. Well, oh boy, let's Let's leave that be. Let's leave that be. We are pacifists. We've got no reason to go and attack that blank body, so we're not gonna. We continue moving on, knowing that we are nearing a radio tower and a vehicle. A hippie van. Okay. Is it working? It may well be. Part of it has been destroyed. Something either burrowing its way in or out. Underneath the seat, we find some MJ. We'll go ahead and take that and the rolling papers. And let's see if this thing works. Hard to tell. It doesn't seem to have anything. Battery or gas. If it did, we're not seeing them down the bottom there. Let's see. Car battery's completely destroyed. Yeah, so not going to be working, unfortunately. Right, so this radio tower, it's going to take a little while before we can actually get any real sight from it, I think. We'll climb up the top of it all the same, because you never know, we could still end up finding a map, something else. Ooh, something else. Fishing waders, an aluminium tent pole, some tin cans, 2 blankets. People were surviving up here for a little while, but it seems they ate and drank whatever was here and moved on. We don't have any more sight from this position. Or, no, at least I don't think so. And I don't think we're going to get anything more from that, no. So we're going to continue down this road towards the unusual stone barn. The tent pole can be useful if used in conjunction with other tent-related stuff, but it's stuff that we don't really need to be holding onto right now. A freaking solar car. Okay. 100% battery. However, the controls are completely damaged, so I don't think that's gonna do anything for us. We can try. We jump in. No vehicle controls found. This thing is fully charged, ready to go. It's got enough wheels. Yep. But no controls. If we could get controls from something else, that would be a working vehicle. For now, remain on foot, walking through this cold winter morning. There are bats in the forest. All is still. A grasshopper. A large grasshopper, I'm sure. And we are now going to be roaming to the south. We can see there is something in the field. We don't know what exactly. But our next stop is this barn. And so we start to continue our way down towards it. Another vehicle. Okay. Maybe. Shoot. Maybe they visited the barn. In the darkness, we can see something. Now, we've seen these things with Luna before, and we know that they have long-ranged, high-powered weaponry. This is an Exodi quadruped. This enormous quadrupedal robot seems to be cobbled together from parts. Most of them seem unfamiliar to you. It moves with a heavy, oddly graceful gait, its footsteps leaving shallow craters behind. It bristles with arsenals of weaponry. While it doesn't seem to be in a rush to target you, it would be prudent to keep your distance. So let's not let the sprite of this thing confuse us. This thing is massive. Yeah, like an iron giant stomping in the night. And if that thing sees us, we are dead. Now I believe that these things, they tend to hang around these kind of metallic sheds. I would love to check this vehicle to see if it works, but we are not getting any closer than we need to. And I feel like they are right up against the stone barn here. Yup, I think so. Oh boy. Okay, it is tracking. It can see our current location. It is ignoring us for now. Okay, I want to get away. Okay, oh boy. Yeah, alright, so they are at the barn. Whatever the barn was, is now this thing. I don't know if something crashed onto that barn, but we want nothing to do with it. with the idea of us actually surviving this survival series. We are not going to mess with that. No, not when they have some very big firepower. Do not underestimate me when I say that. They can fire through a lot. Armor and everything else. So we're going to head across the field here, keeping our eyes stretched to the edge of our vision. We can start to hear birds chirping as the sun slowly starts to rise. It won't be rising too early though. I think we'll try and see if we can make our way past Cornwall. There is a gun store here though, which could be quite useful. We probably should have tried to make a lockpick before we left, but we don't have any proficiency with lockpicks, so yeah, we'll do with what we can. As we make our way over towards this other radio tower, the world is quiet. We see nor hear no dead. Really, the only zombies that we've encountered have been animals, and that one zombie by the Migo tower. And that's quite a ways away. How far have the Migos stretched? Have they cleared? Something to think about. For now though, we are going to make our way up this tower. Nothing up here. Nothing up here. There is a moderate breeze. Temperature is comfortable. Can we see far yet? Oh, we most certainly can. We most certainly can. Look at that. Chesterfield, Arlington, Sullivan, Surrey. What do we have around us then? So, looking at Cornwall and more importantly, looking at Easton, we've got a great big football field here. We've got a park, a cave, a moonshine still. Okay. Anything else jumping out to us here? A military surplus store, strip club, small cemetery, got a slime pit on the outskirts of town, a rural house and horse stable, chicken coop, and oh boy, a big old mole down here in Edgecombe. Well, I'd say we've found civilization, most certainly. Easton is a big enough town to count as civilization. And over here, under the barn? Yup. Very interesting. That tower is concerning. And this field? Not a bad spot. A greenhouse? I mean, it is right next to the scout tower. But then again, maybe that scout tower could be a way for Hilma to keep an eye on her enemy, to start to understand them. I like that. And so, I think with that, we're going to head back down. We're going to head to the west. Not interested in Cornwall or in Easton. I mean, it would be nice to see if we could get into the gun store, but gun stores are very well protected. You know, we could have a look, couldn't we? We see a zapper. Oh, the dead are here. They are most certainly here. We can see it in the night. A pale dead body with the worst case of static here we've ever seen. Sometimes you can see sparks of electricity around it. Just this little bit of illumination in the early morning light. And we're going to start to see a lot more of that. Oh boy, yeah, look at that. You know what? Let's not. Oh, we're seeing something else here. These are spotlights. Where they're emanating from, I am not sure. But they were cascading across the town. Very interesting. There's a roadblock here, I think, in Cornwall. Let's not mess with that. Nope. If that light falls on us, gunfire might too. And so, we're going to head west out into this field towards this farm. That may be our chance to start again, Hilma. Maybe. For now, we pass the rabbits, the bats, and the other creatures that stir in the morning. Let's hope those alien bastards haven't taken this farm yet. Our first little bit of light as we near the farm we see a strange creature, a Rycon. Well, first of all, we see the remains of people. No bodies, scraps of flesh, but we see clothing strewn across the ground. And then this thing, in the darkness, much faster than us. It is a eldritch monstrosity, an uncouth being with smooth, oily skin and unpleasant horns that curve inwards towards each other, tall and thin. The shadows cling unnaturally to its vaguely defined form as it shuffles along, its hands spasm, twitching, seeming little more than a black blur of claws. Gazing upon its disturbing form fills you with an unspeakable terror. Yes, many terrors today, but thankfully, for the most part, Rycons are neutral. Yes, there are other creatures that come along with them that are not so kind. But maybe, just maybe, this massive farm is safe. We get closer. Let's not step into the rose bush. No, that's good. This place looks good. It looks safe. We peek in through the windows and open the front door. Peeking inside, let's close it, turn on our flashlight. No one seems to be home. All seems to be well. So far, the cupboards are clean, okay, well they took anything of value. There's a second story even. We go up, seeing if anyone is left here, anyone alive still. Nothing so far. Empty. No people, nowhere. Hilma Baron, still alone. Okay, the greenhouse is still good. The chicken coop. Let's get closer and see. We do have chickens. Yeah, well, chicken. That's a start. And here? Stable. No horses. But we do have another building back here. A big old barn. Let's check on that then. Oh, we're hearing something inside. Could be an animal. Could be something else. Let's peer through the window. If we can. Can't quite see inside. Okay, let's climb the fence. Heard footsteps. Stop foraging? Yes, we do not want to be foraging. I think it's just the animals. It is. Horse. And we've got a saddle. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is what I was looking for. Let's grab the fodder. Okay. It's okay. Let's grab the horse tack. Okay. Now, I know... Oh, come on. Did you really run away? Did you really run away? Okay, let's just turn the light off. This horse is very skittish. Okay. Hey, it's okay. There we go. There we go. Just like that. We're going to go ahead and use our cattle fodder. There we go. Friendly. Okay. We're going to name you Skittle, because you're very skittish. And Skittle, we're going to go ahead and tack up this horse. Oh, that worked. Mount Skittle. There we go. Look at that. As you can see, our speed is looking really good. Skittle. Can we use this while we're on horseback? That's fine. That's fine. That's not a problem. But Hilma, you've made it. Okay. Let's head back down here for a moment. Let's see. I think we just dismount, like so. Use the rope and pulley. Let's go ahead and mount up again. And ride down. Hilma Baron. Our survivor. She's found somewhere safe. Somewhere that she can survive. Quite possibly long term. She has a greenhouse. She has a chicken coop. And she also has a Migo scout tower to the north. She can keep an eye on them. Learn from them. learn their weaknesses and how to exploit them. Hilma might be a pacifist, but living alongside these other creatures, I don't know how long that is going to be possible for. Perhaps it is just their innate curiosity that drives them to capture people, but the screams that Hilma heard in that camp, they'll never leave her. Yet for now, we will be leaving her. Hilma, you survived against many odds, and while her head is not fully mended, it is out of the danger zone. We are on the mend. With Skittle, the other horse, and hell, the other animals from the original ranch, we can bring them here too. She has a chance to survive. But she can't let down that guard. Who knows? One day, maybe Hilma will be able to rescue those that remain at that camp. But that day is far from now. So, another challenge complete. Another survivor for a potential super series down the line. I hope you will join me in the next chapter as we delve a little deeper, much deeper, in fact, far beneath the earth. But that is a story for another time. If you enjoyed Hilma's journey, I invite you to leave a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. For now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned. And finally, I'd like to thank the Legion on Patreon who continue to make content like this possible.